April 20, 2025, Oak Ridge Estates, Ohio. Spring's blossoms scented the cul-de-sacs, where neat fences framed manicured yards. All except number 150, where Mateo Cruz's backyard clucked with a small chicken coop, 3 hens named Rosa, Luna, and Sol, a $400 project tied to his Puerto Rican family's farming roots. The coop, tucked beside lavender bushes, drew stares, and by noon, an Oak Ridge HOA violation notice hit Mateo's mailbox: unapproved livestock structure, $250 fine, remove by April 25. Clara Vaughn, HOA president, flooded inboxes with complaints about Mateo's barnyard mess. Norman Reed, Clara's rulebook enforcer, muttered from his deck, muttering about sanitation. Next door, Zoe Kim, Mateo's new neighbor, tested a herb garden, admiring the hen strut. When an anonymous note slipped under Mateo's door, "Tear it down or we burn it," Oak Ridge's spring turned louder than a rooster's crow. Mateo knelt by his coop, tossing corn to Rosa, his jeans dusted with straw. At 40, a carpenter with a knack for tradition, he'd moved to number 150 to nurture roots, not spark Norman's glare. The hens were his pride, fluffy, productive, a nod to his abuela's Ponce farm, not Clara's code violation. The HOA's notice, citing "no livestock structures," stung like a pecked hand. Mateo snapped a photo of Luna pecking lavender and posted to Oak Ridge's Nextdoor app, "Hens aren't havoc. Vote for Coops at Thursday's meeting." His phone pinged. Zoe liked it, but Norman commented, "Filthy nuisance." Mateo sensed a squawk of trouble. Clara, 65, sat in her polished kitchen, her laptop open to the HOA's CC&Rs. Mateo's coop wasn't just quaint, it was disorder. Oak Ridge demanded refinement, trimmed lawns, subtle decor, no clucking. Clara hadn't relaxed since number 150's hens fluttered past her evening stroll. She'd led the HOA for 11 years, surviving 2023's fence height feud when tall panels sparked petitions. Mateo's coop risked worse: odors, copycats, sinking appraisals. She emailed the board, "Emergency meeting Thursday. Agenda, violation at number 150. Her gaze snagged the anonymous note, "Burn it." Norman's handiwork? She shrugged it off, drafting a second fine, $350 if Mateo didn't dismantle it. Norman, 67, sipped coffee on his deck, scowling at Mateo's yard. A retired pharmacist, he lived for Oak Ridge's calm, uniform hedges, quiet nights, no feathers. The hens' clucks mocked his stone fountain, like Mateo's wood-sawing last summer. He'd emailed Clara 3 times, claiming health hazards, half true. Mateo's Nextdoor post, with 15 likes, spiked his pulse. "Hens?" He replied, "Pests." His HOA allies texted support, "Raise it." But Norman saw Zoe's like, plus nods from Mr. Ellis at number 152. He gripped his mug, smelling a feathered revolt. Zoe, 32, a yoga instructor, planted basil by her fence, catching Sol's curious peck. She'd moved to number 151 3 months ago, dodging HOA scrutiny. Her yard was flawless. But Mateo's hens charmed her. Clara's emails felt like a cage. Last spring, her small trellis got a warning. When Mateo showed her the anonymous note, Zoe laughed. "Norman's got that cranky squint." She texted Mateo, "Keep the hens. I'm bringing seed packets Thursday." Zoe posted on Nextdoor, "Chickens bring soul, not stench." The thread flared, 30 replies, half cheers, half grumbles. By Tuesday, Oak Ridge's Nextdoor was a coop storm. Norman shared a grainy photo of Rosa's feathers, captioned, "This fouls us." Mateo countered with a video, Luna strutting under dawn, captioned, "This feeds us." Clara locked the thread, citing tension, but not before Zoe's post nabbed 18 likes. Mateo added a hen perch to his coop, doubling down. Neighbors biked by, some waved, others frowned. At number 153, Mr. Ellis, a quiet mechanic, watched, his yard plain. Mateo nodded, Ellis shrugged but didn't smile. Wednesday's mail brought Mateo a second notice, $3.50 fine, non-compliance. Clara's signature loomed like a hatchet. Mateo tossed it, then found another anonymous note, gone by Wednesday, or we torch it. His gut twisted. HOA sabotage? He called Zoe, who said, Norman's too loud. Bet it's someone sly. Mateo scoped Norman's deck, one fountain, no clues. He emailed the board, I'll fight Thursday. Coop stays. Clara replied, expect enforcement. Thursday morning, Norman nabbed Clara at the clubhouse. Mateo's taunting us, he hissed, showing the perch clip. Clara nodded, but the burn it note bugged her. Norman's rants were sharp, had he crossed a line? She checked his record, clean, save a 2022 planter quibble. Still, she added unapproved livestock structure to the agenda. Zoe, meanwhile, snuck a parsley patch by her herbs, poking Clara. Norman spotted it, emailing, now number 151's wild. Clara sighed, two rebels were a crow. Thursday afternoon, Mateo's hens clucked brighter, he'd cleaned the coop overnight. Zoe brought dumplings, turning number 150 into a hen party. Mr. Ellis lingered across the street, holding a wrench. Mateo waved, Ellis mumbled, neat, but noisy, and left. At noon, Mateo's phone buzzed, an anonymous text, Thursday's your stand. We're watching. No sender, just chill. Mateo eyed his hens, their feathers gleaming. Was this worth a war? The 6 p.m. meeting loomed at the community center, Clara prepping her gavel like a hammer. Mateo fed his hens, hands steady. Zoe planned to crash with seed packets, rallying neighbors. Norman drafted a rant, Coops sink our worth. But at his house, a new anonymous note appeared, check number 153's shed. Ellis is not clean. Norman froze, Mr. Ellis, the quiet one. He texted Clara, who brushed it off as gossip. Mateo got his own text, bring proof tonight. You've got roots. Oak Ridge's spring wasn't blooming, it was a chicken coop storm, and someone was ruffling feathers. HOA tip, share unique yard projects with neighbors early to avoid fines, open dialogue can prevent disputes and foster unity. Comment hook, who's slipping those creepy notes? Guess below and subscribe for more HOA drama. April 24, 2025, Oak Ridge Estates, Ohio. Spring's petals swirled through the cul-de-sacs, but number 150 wasn't quiet, it was a clucking battleground. Mateo Cruz's backyard buzzed with his chicken coop, now sporting a new hen perch for Rosa, Luna, and Sol, defying the Oak Ridge HOA's $350 fine and Wednesday removal deadline, now a day past. Clara Vaughn, HOA president, braced for Thursday's meeting, her inbox flooded with rants about Mateo's foul farm. Norman Reed, Clara's rulebook enforcer, clutched an anonymous note hinting at Mr. Ellis's shed secrets at number 153. Zoe Kim, Mateo's ally, planned a seed packet tossing stunt to crash the vote. Last night's texts, Thursday's your stand, to Mateo, check number 153, to Norman, stirred Oak Ridge's blooms. As tulips swayed, the neighborhood wasn't serene, it was flapping into a coop war. Mateo woke Wednesday, his hens clucking softly, Rosa pecking at the new perch. The anonymous text, Thursday's your stand. We're watching, felt like a warm egg, but proof of what? He'd spent the week dodging Clara's fines and Norman's next-door shade, his $400 coop a tribute to his Puerto Rican abuela's farm. The 6 p.m. meeting was his chance to rebuild the HOA's rules, not just save his hens. Zoe had texted, seed set to fly. Mateo grinned, scattering corn. But the note, gone or we torch, pecked at him. Who was we? He eyed Norman's fountain, no clues, just missed. His hens were his fight, and he wasn't caging them. Clara, in the community center, sharpened her gavel, her blouse stiff as a fence. Mateo's Coop wasn't just rustic, it was rebellion. The agenda screamed verdict, #150 violation, $350 fine, removal order. Norman's tip about Ellis's shed nagged her. She'd peeked last night, spotting only a locked door. Gossip? Or a feather? Clara needed control, not riddles. She'd flagged Zoe's parsley patch at number 151, another rebel. Her tablet pinged, Norman's email, push the vote. Clara nodded, ignoring a new anonymous message, check number 150's perch. Her hands shook. A setup? Norman, on his deck, gripped the Ellis note, check number 153's shed, like a rake. He'd lived in Oakridge 18 years, surviving 2020's lawn ornament spat. Mateo's hens were worse, noisy, messy, a code dodge. Mateo's perch video, now at 21 likes, crushed Norman's pest post at 8. Zoe's bring soul jab stung deeper. Norman typed a speech, clean or bust. But Ellis's shed loomed, quiet mechanic, no fines, yet the note felt heavy. He texted Clara, Ellis's hiding feed. No reply. Norman grabbed his flashlight, set to snoop before the meeting. Zoe, by her fence, tucked seed packets in a bag. Mateo's fight was her rhythm, lively, like her yoga flows. Her parsley patch hadn't caught a fine, but she'd seen Norman's car creep by. Busted? Didn't care, she'd scatter louder. Zoe posted on Nextdoor, hens weave joy, not junk. Number 150 tonight. Likes hit 20, including Mr. Ellis's. Strange, he stayed offline. Zoe texted Mateo, got a stunt to shake Clara. Her seeds weren't decor, they were sparks. The community center buzzed at 5:55 p.m., 50 neighbors packed in, fans battling the spring warmth. Daffodils drooped outside, mocking the tension. Clara took the podium, voice dry, house number 150 structure violates section 9.5, no livestock setups. Proposed fine, $350, remove by Monday. Her slide flashed Mateo's Coop, Luna strutting. Whispers split the crowd, half nodded, half chuckled. Norman stood, speech raised, this fouls us. Vote yes. A teen in a cap yelled, eggs are dope. Laughter cracked Clara's calm. Mateo rose, straw on his jeans, voice steady. These hens are heritage, not havoc. I'm nurturing, not harming. Let's vote to ease section 9.5. He waved his phone, petition at 24 signatures from Nextdoor. Murmurs grew, Zoe hooped, tossing a seed packet. Clara's gavel slammed, order. Norman jumped up, red-faced. Petitions don't break rules. It's a barnyard. Mateo snapped, name one odor caught, Norman. The room roared, phones filmed, a kid spilled soda. Zoe fueled the chaos, scattering seeds across the floor. Keep it clucking, she shouted. Neighbors grabbed them, teens giggling. Clara's tablet glitched, stuck on Soul's lavender peck. A man barked, it's dirty. Another countered, my yard's dull. Mr. Ellis, by the exit, held a wrench, silent. Norman charged forward, voice shrill, I got a note about number 153. Ellis, what's in your shed? Heads turned. Ellis stood, mumbling, just, tools. Clara snapped, off topic, Norman. Mateo grabbed the mic, notes? Mine said, torch it. Who's creeping? He waved the paper. Silence hit, then buzzes. Zoe pointed at Norman, your scrawl, man. Norman choked, no. But I got one about Ellis. He flashed his note, trembling. Clara's gavel pounded, enough. But chaos flared, seeds rolled, a kid dropped a pen, and someone yelled, check the perch. The meeting imploded, no vote, just mess. Mateo left, his hens still clucking. Zoe's stunt split Oakridge, half texted support, half emailed Clara. Norman crept to Ellis's shed, flashlight dim. He pried the lock, wrenches, no feed. Innocent? Or sly? He texted Clara, Ellis is clean. Mateo got home to a new anonymous text, perch is loose. Check now. His coop's perch wobbled, screws loose, wood scratched. Clara paused finds Friday, citing review, but set a Wednesday meeting. At Ellis's, a shadow flickered. Friday, Mateo found a screwdriver by his perch, not his, tip nicked. Zoe swore Norman was at Ellis's, not number 150. Mr. Ellis dodged Mateo's wave, his shed shut tight. Norman posted on Nextdoor, #150's a zoo. A reply from guest, check number 149's trash, chilled him. Number 149 was Clara's. Wednesday's meeting loomed, and Oakridge's spring wasn't soft, it was a chicken coop scream. HOA tip, discuss unique backyard projects with neighbors early to prevent conflicts, transparency can avoid fines and build harmony. Comment hook, who's sneaking those notes? Drop your theory below and subscribe for more HOA drama. April 30, 2025, Oakridge Estates, Ohio. Spring's blossoms fluttered through the cul-de-sacs, but number 150 wasn't calm, it was a clucking stronghold. Mateo Cruz's backyard buzzed with his chicken coop, its hen perch now wobbly from loose screws, defying the Oakridge HOA's $350 fine, the scratched wood sparking worry. Clara Vaughn, HOA president, called a Wednesday meeting after Thursday's seed packet chaos, her paused finds a brittle truce. Norman Reed fixated on Mr. Ellis's shed at number 153, finding only tools. Zoe Kim, Mateo's ally, swore Norman didn't tamper with the perch, pointing to a new clue, check number 149's trash, Clara's house. Anonymous texts, perch is loose, to Mateo, check number 149, to Norman, kept tensions blooming. As lilacs swayed, Oakridge's spring wasn't soft, it was a chicken coop scream. Mateo woke Tuesday, his hens clucking, but the perch wobbled, screws loose like a shaky frame. The anonymous text, perch is loose. Check now, proved true, a nicked screwdriver lay by the coop, not his, tip scuffed. The Wednesday meeting at 7 p.m. was his final stand, expose the vandal or lose his abuela's legacy. Zoe's text, Norman's clear, was at Ellis's. Trash clues hot, ignited hope. Mateo hadn't slept since Thursday's meeting, where his petition hit 24 signatures but no vote. Clara's pause felt like a dodge, Norman's Ellis rant, a distraction. He crept to number 149's curb, Clara's bins out early. A peek inside, a bent crowbar, #150, scrawled in red. Same scrawl as his notes. Clara's sabotage? Clara, in her kitchen, rewrote the agenda, #150 violation, final vote. Thursday's fiasco, Zoe's seeds, Norman's outburst, cracked her 11-year reign. She'd paused the fine to regroup, but Mateo's petition swelled, 32 signatures by noon. Norman's shed tip flopped, Clara had checked Ellis's lock, nothing but wrenches. The #149 trash, Nextdoor post, from guest, burned like a feather. Who saw her bins? She checked her cam, grainy, a shadow moved Tuesday dawn. Mateo? Zoe? Clara tossed a draft note, her raise number 150 vent, never sent. Or was it? Norman, on his deck, ditched the Ellis note, check number 153's shed, after finding no feed. Mateo's hens were the real crime, clucking past his fountain. Mateo's video, now at 27 likes, buried Norman's, zoo, post at 10. Zoe's, we've joy, jab hit harder. Norman posted on Nextdoor, #150's filthy. But, guest, s, #149 trash, reply froze him. He'd seen Mateo near Clara's curb Tuesday. Guilty? Norman's speech was set, "Clean yard save us." At number 153, Ellis locked his gate, dodging Norman's stare. He smelled Clara's meddling. Zoe, by her fence, hid more seed packets, skating past Clara's radar. Mateo's wobbly perch wasn't Norman, she'd tailed him to Ellis's, saw zip. The trash clue shone bright. Zoe's Thursday stunt split Oakridge, half texted cheers, half ratted to Clara. Her parsley patch got a warning Tuesday, remove by May 1st. Whatever, she'd scatter Boulder. Zoe texted Mateo, found a crowbar cap in number 149's bin. Clara's brand. A long shot, but fuel for tonight. She grabbed her phone, set to film the showdown. Wednesday's community center pulsed, 55 neighbors crammed under buzzing fans. Tulips framed windows, mocking the heat. Clara gripped her gavel, voice taut, house number 150 structure violates section 9.5, no livestock setups. Vote, enforce $350 fine, remove by Saturday. Her slide flashed Mateo's wobbly perch, Rosa pecking. Norman stood, speech raised, this fouls us. Vote yes. Boos mixed with claps. Mateo rose, straw on his jeans, voice firm, these hens are roots, family, not filth. Let's vote to fix section 9.5. He waved his phone, petition at 32 signatures. Murmurs swelled, Zoe tossed a seed packet. Clara's gavel slammed, order. Norman surged, flushed. Mateo's stirring trouble. He snooped number 149's trash. Mateo held the bent crowbar. This says, #150. Clara's ink. The crowd roared, chairs creaked, a kid spilled juice. Zoe filmed, shouting, cap in number 149's bin. Clara paled. Lies, she snapped, but her tablet showed a deleted email, Coop plan, number 150. Sent to Ellis? Ellis stood, voice soft, I saw Clara at number 150 Tuesday. Found this. He held a wrench, Clara's, from her shed. Gasps hit like a cluck. Ellis had checked number 149's bins, caught Clara toss the crowbar. He'd stayed quiet, fearing fines. Mateo pressed, you shook my perch to win. Clara broke, I wanted order. Your hen split us. Norman yelled, you sabotaged him. Zoe's video caught Clara's flinch. A teen tossed a seed packet, clipping Norman. Clara's gavel splintered, wood flew. Vote lost, neighbors spilled out, Mateo's hens clucking across the street. Thursday, Clara resigned, her email citing exhaustion. Ellis confessed to watching number 149, dodging a fine. Mateo kept his coop, perch fixed, per a new vote easing section 9.5. Zoe's parsley stayed, no penalty. Norman cleaned his fountain, off next door. Mateo got one last text, rooted win. We're square. No number, Ellis. Zoe? He smiled. His hen strutted, neighbors snapping pics. Zoe's clip hit 820 views by dusk. But at number 149, Clara's bins held one more note, sealed, summer's next. HOA tip, engage neighbors early on unique yard projects to avoid conflicts, collaboration trumps fines for community unity. Comment hook, who's behind that final note? Drop your guess below and subscribe for more HOA drama.